Affirmation serves as a gentle anchor, especially in moments when the familiar mindset begins to resurface. In those instances, pause and consciously shift to an empowering thought. The essence of existence vibrates with the undeniable truth that well-being is the foundation of all things. It is not something that fluctuates based on external circumstances but an ever-present force that underlies every aspect of life. Just as the sun continues to shine behind the clouds, well-being remains constant, regardless of momentary perceptions of contrast or challenge. It is the natural state from which all life flows, an unshakable presence that supports growth, expansion, and balance. When one attunes to this truth, resistance fades, clarity emerges, and life unfolds in effortless harmony. There is no need to strive for well-being, for it is already present, an intrinsic quality of existence itself. Acknowledging this truth transforms the way reality is perceived and experienced. Rather than viewing challenges as disruptions, they are recognized as catalysts for growth, refining desires and illuminating new possibilities. Every moment, whether seemingly favorable or not, contributes to a larger unfolding that is always working toward balance and expansion. In the awareness of well-being's constancy, life becomes a reflection of inner alignment, where ease, clarity, and fulfillment naturally emerge. The world is not a place of randomness or disorder, but a seamless orchestration of energy responding to the awareness of those who observe it. In this recognition, the experience of life shifts from one of uncertainty to one of trust, where the presence of well-being is known, felt, and reflected in all things. Today's affirmation:
every particle of my being vibrates with the truth. Well is all. This is not just a thought I entertain. It is the very essence of my existence, a knowing that resonates through every fiber of my being. It is the stillness beneath movement, the harmony within contrast, and the unwavering current of well-being that underlies all of life. This truth is not something I need to seek or chase. It is already present, always available, waiting only for my recognition. In aligning with it, I release resistance and allow the natural flow of well-being to guide me, shaping my experience with ease and clarity. As I deepen into this awareness, I recognize that well-being is not conditional, nor is it something that fluctuates based on external circumstances. It is the foundation upon which all things are built, the source from which all experiences emerge. Even in moments of uncertainty, the essence of well-being remains untouched, steady, and whole. When I trust in this truth, I find peace in every moment, knowing that life is unfolding exactly as it should. Challenges become opportunities for expansion, contrast becomes a tool for clarity, and every experience reveals a deeper understanding of my own alignment. The more I focus on this truth, the more I see it reflected back to me in all things, affirming that my reality is but a mirror of my inner state. Living in the awareness that well is all allows me to move through life with confidence, appreciation, and trust. I no longer feel the need to control every detail, for I know that the universe is always conspiring in my favor. I embrace the unfolding of life with an open heart, welcoming each experience as a perfect expression of the well-being that permeates all things. My thoughts, emotions, and actions are naturally guided by this understanding, creating a life of ease, joy, and fulfillment. In this state of alignment, I am not only a witness to well-being but an active participant in its expansion, radiating the truth that all is well in every direction.
Thought transforming, expanded awareness, mindful insights, conscious creating. Whether it's a shift in perspective, a spark of inspiration, or a powerful reminder of your own creative power, Talk Tells invites you to dive deep into the unseen forces shaping our lives and how to consciously create the experiences we desire. We'll uncover the subtle energies that influence our reality and explore how aligning with these forces can transform our intentions into tangible outcomes.
How would your life change if you realized your thoughts are the blueprint and your emotions are the energy that brings them to life? What would it mean to you to recognize your outer world as a direct mirror of your inner state? How could your reality evolve if you remembered that the universe responds to your energy, not just your words? What might you attract if you believed alignment requires allowing, rather than effort? When you tune into your inner being, you align with your highest potential.
Welcome to Infinite Consciousness Talk Tells. Thank you for joining us. We're thrilled to have you here.
Today, we're diving into another transformative reality, one that, when truly grasped, alters the course of your life forever. Once you understand your nature as an extension of source energy, you cannot return to unconscious living. You can't go back, you know too much. When this realization is fully embraced, life as you once knew it changes. The world no longer appears the same, and your perception expands in ways you never could have anticipated. Suddenly, you recognize three undeniable truths that shape your experience. 1. Source energy is always guiding you. You are never alone. Infinite intelligence flows through you, offering direction, inspiration, and clarity at all times. 2. There are no limits to what you can create. The boundaries you once believed in were only constructs of the mind. You hold within you the power to shape reality according to your desires. 3. Abundance and well-being are always available. These are not fleeting or reserved for a select few. They are ever-present states of being that you can tap into at any moment. Yet, this awakening is not just about empowerment. It also comes with profound responsibility. Because knowing is not enough. Wishing for abundance is not enough. You must align with it, emotionally, vibrationally, and energetically, in order to experience it fully. Let's uncover how you can embody the truth of your infinite nature and live as the conscious creator you were always meant to be. By the end of this episode, we hope you'll feel a deeper connection to your limitless potential and a clearer understanding of how to harmonize with the life you are here to materialize. Most people navigate life in a reactive state, believing they are subject to the whims of circumstances, chance, or fate. They see themselves as small figures in a vast and unpredictable world, responding to what life throws their way rather than shaping their own experience. But when you awaken, when you remember that you are not separate from the source of all creation, but an extension of it, everything begins to shift. You recognize that life is not something happening to you. It is something responding to you. Imagine yourself as a wave within the infinite ocean. The wave does not exist apart from the ocean. It is not a solitary force acting alone. It is an extension of the vast, boundless body of water, moving with the rhythm of something much greater than itself. In the same way, you are not separate from the creative energy of the universe. The intelligence that orchestrates the galaxies, that transforms a tiny acorn into a towering oak, that sustains life with effortless precision. That same intelligence flows through you, as you, and is always guiding you. But the real question is, are you listening? Are you attuned to the guidance that is ever present, whispering through your intuition, your emotions, and the synchronicities of life? Are you allowing yourself to receive the flow of insight, inspiration, and well-being that is constantly being offered? The current of life is always moving in harmony with your true essence, but it is up to you to relax into it, to trust it, and to align with its rhythm. When you do, you move from resistance to allowing, from reaction to creation, from uncertainty to clarity. The shift is not about striving but about remembering. It is about releasing the illusion of separation and stepping into the truth of who you are, an extension of limitless source, capable of shaping your experience with the power of your focus, your energy, and your alignment. The universe is responding to you always. The question is, how will you choose to engage with it? Source energy communicates in a language beyond words. It does not rely on spoken or written expression, but instead speaks through inspiration, intuition, and most profoundly, through your emotions. Every feeling you experience is a message, a signal guiding you toward alignment or revealing where you have strayed from it. When you feel joy, excitement, enthusiasm, or a deep inner knowing, you're in harmony with Source. These emotions are not random. They are indicators that you are flowing with the creative energy that shapes worlds. Conversely, when you experience doubt, frustration, resistance, or fear, it is not a punishment nor a sign of failure. It is simply a nudge, a reminder that you have momentarily stepped out of alignment with your true self. Have you ever had a moment where everything unfolded effortlessly? Where synchronicities seemed to orchestrate themselves in your favor, and events clicked into place with perfect timing? Perhaps you thought of someone and they called, or an opportunity appeared just when you needed it most. These are not coincidences. They are reflections of your alignment with Source. When you trust in this flow, when you follow those feelings of ease and inspiration, life responds in kind. The more you lean into this trust, the more frequently you will experience these moments of seamless alignment. So, how can you tune in more deeply? How do you strengthen your connection with this ever-present guidance? It begins with quieting the mind. The noise of overthinking and doubt drowns out the subtler, yet infinitely wiser, voice of intuition. Meditation, time spent in nature, and simply allowing yourself to be present with your emotions are powerful ways to sharpen your receptivity. Stillness creates space for clarity. When you silence the mental chatter and soften resistance, you naturally hear the voice of Source more clearly. Know this: Source is always speaking to you. It is never absent, never withholding, never distant. The guidance you seek is not something you must chase. It is something you allow. The question is not whether the universe is communicating, but whether you are truly listening. Once you truly grasp that you are an extension of Source, you awaken to a profound realization. There are no inherent limits to what you can create. You were never meant to struggle within the confines of limitation. You were designed to expand, to explore, and to manifest the boundless potential that flows through you. The only limits that exist are the ones you accept as true. Consider the power of belief. If you hold the belief that abundance is scarce, life will reflect that scarcity back to you. If you believe health is difficult to maintain, your body responds accordingly. Your external reality is not separate from your internal convictions. It is a mirror, shaped by the energy of your thoughts and emotions. But the moment you shift your perspective, when you release the illusion of limitation and embrace the truth that the universe is infinitely abundant, you open the door to endless possibilities. The shift is not about wishful thinking. It is about aligning with the natural flow of creation. Look at the greatest creators, visionaries, and innovators throughout history. The minds that changed the world, whether in science, art, or human progress, were those who refused to be confined by perceived limits. They saw beyond the constraints of the present moment and tapped into the vastness of possibility. They understood that imagination is not just a fleeting thought, it is a blueprint for what can be. The same potential exists within you. The same creative force that fueled their breakthroughs is flowing through you right now, waiting for you to claim it. Your desires exist for a reason. They are not random, nor are they beyond your reach. The fact that you can conceive of something means that it is possible for you. If you can imagine it, you can create it. But the path to manifestation is not paved with struggle, force, or desperation. The key is to become a vibrational match for your desires, to align with the energy of what you seek, and to allow it to unfold naturally. Creation is not about forcing. It is about receiving. When you embody the frequency of what you desire, when you think it, feel it, and trust in it, you step into the flow of limitless creation. Abundance is something you allow, not something you chase. Abundance is not a prize to be won, nor is it something you must tirelessly pursue. It is not a distant goal that requires struggle, sacrifice, or proving your worth. Like the air you breathe, abundance is already present, always available, and effortlessly accessible. You do not need to earn air. You simply breathe it in. The same is true for abundance, well-being, love, and all that you desire. The real question is not whether abundance exists. It does. The question is, are you allowing it, or are you blocking it with doubt, fear, and resistance? Consider this. What if you knew, without a shadow of doubt, that everything you needed was always flowing to you? That the resources, connections, opportunities, and well-being you seek were not just passable, but inevitable? How would that certainty change the way you feel? How would you carry yourself? How would you make decisions? If you lived from that space of trust, ease, and expectation, your energy would shift, and in doing so, you would become a magnet for abundance in all its forms. When you believe in abundance, you align with it. When you trust that life is always conspiring in your favor, you create an open channel for prosperity, health, love, and fulfillment to flow into your experience. You are not here to struggle against a current. You are here to flow with it. The key is not in chasing what you desire, but in becoming receptive to it, allowing it, and knowing that it is already yours. Understanding these truths intellectually is only the beginning. Knowing that you are an extension of Source, that abundance is limitless, and that the universe responds to your energy is powerful, but it is not enough. The key is alignment. You must not only know it, but feel it. You must embody abundance before it manifests in your reality. You must feel well before healing takes place. You must feel love before love appears in your experience. This is where many people get stuck. They wait for external proof before they allow themselves to believe. They think, when I see abundance, I will feel abundant. When I meet the right person, I will feel loved. When my circumstances change, I will feel better. But creation does not work that way. The universe is not responding to what you are observing. It is responding to what you are being. Your external world is a reflection of your internal state. When you shift how you feel first, the world around you adjusts to match. So, how do you align with what you desire? How do you become the energy of what you want before it appears? 1. Shift your inner state. Start feeling the emotions of what you desire now, as if it is already yours. If you seek financial freedom, cultivate the feeling of ease and security today. If you desire love, embody the warmth, appreciation, and connection you wish to experience. Your emotions are the frequency you emit, and they attract experiences that match that vibration. 2. Trust the process. Let go of the need to control how things unfold. The universe knows the fastest, most effortless path to your desires, far beyond what your logical mind can comprehend. When you trust that the process is always working in your favor, you remove resistance and allow manifestations to flow naturally. 3. Take inspired action. Pay attention to the nudges, ideas, and opportunities that excite you. Inspiration is Source guiding you. When you act on these intuitive impulses, you are following the path of least resistance toward your manifestation. These seemingly small steps are not coincidences. They are the breadcrumbs leading you to your desires. 4. Practice appreciation. What you focus on expands. When you appreciate the abundance already present in your life, you amplify that frequency and attract even more. Shift your attention from what is missing to what is thriving, from lack to sufficiency, from waiting to being. The more you acknowledge what is already flowing to you, the more effortlessly abundance continues to appear. Manifestation is not about waiting. It is about being. When you embody the energy of your desires today, you align yourself with the reality where they already exist. The universe is always responding to you. The question is, What are you choosing to radiate? Once you awaken to the truth of your nature, you can never go back. You can never again see yourself as small, powerless, or at the mercy of life's circumstances. The illusion of limitation dissolves in the presence of this knowing. You are source energy in human form. You are boundless. You are infinitely creative. You are always being guided. In the abundance, love, and well-being you seek. They are not distant dreams or rewards you must struggle for. They are already here, waiting for you to claim them. Your only responsibility is to align with the life you desire. Not through struggle, not through force, but through becoming the vibrational match for it. When you embody the energy of what you seek, when you think it, feel it, and trust in it, you invite it into your reality. The universe is not withholding anything from you. It is only responding to what you are ready to receive. So, as you move forward from this moment, I invite you to reflect deeply and ask yourself, what am I believing that is limiting me? Are my thoughts reinforcing scarcity, struggle, or doubt? Or am I allowing myself to embrace the truth of my limitless nature? How can I shift into alignment today? What can I do, think, or feel right now that brings me closer to the energy of my desires? What if everything I desire is already on its way to me? How would I feel, act, and move through life if I knew my dreams were unfolding effortlessly? Because, dear listener, they are. The path is already laid before you. Your only task is to step into the knowing, to trust the unfolding, and to claim what has always been yours.
Thank you for tuning in to Talk Tells. If today's episode resonated with you, if it stirred something deep within, share it with someone who may need this reminder. We are all on this journey of awakening, and sometimes, a single insight can shift everything for someone else, just as it may have for you. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Remember, as you move forward, trust in the vastness of who you are. Trust that you are always supported, always guided, and always connected to the limitless energy of creation. Align with your desires, not by chasing, but by embodying them. Become the energy of what you seek, and watch as your reality transforms in ways more beautiful than you ever imagined. Until next time, keep creating consciously, keep expanding, and most of all, keep remembering who you truly are.